Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Trickster. In this episode, I decided to start off doing a monster quest. So, in this episode, we're gonna start on doing some of the quests that require you to drill inside of the relics. So, what I'm gonna be doing is, in between doing the drilling, I'm going to be doing the this monster quest, because it gives about 20% or so TM experience, which is pretty good. I need to get to TM level 55, like I said before, so that I can learn my next skill. It'll definitely help with the bullet consumption, because right now I'm burning through bullets really quickly, because I'm doing nothing but normal attacks. But if I could maybe one-shot some enemies with my skill, I won't have to use as many. Of course, bullets aren't that expensive, so it's not that big of a problem, but it will help. It's not that it's a problem, but it's annoying to have to, like, constantly make sure I don't run out of bullets. And in this episode, I also end up having some, weight problems, because, I did do some of that drilling, and so it weighs me down a bunch. Anyway, I'm just gonna be hunting some of the monsters here. I know I said I'd go over the Chimu monster that you have to watch out for last time, but I forgot. So I definitely see a few of them in this episode, so I'll be sure to talk about them. Basically, what they do is they have the ability to warp you out of here. Above their head, it will usually display a text box saying "get out" or something like that. It's this monster right here that looks like the hopping cat. And they'll place a blue targeting circle like you would see for an area of effect mage skill. And what it'll do is, if you don't either kill the monster or get out of that circle within the next, 3, 4, or 5, something like that seconds, you're teleported to Megalopolis. So, you can use it as a free ride back, but if you don't want to go back, it's always a pain in the butt. And so, just keep an eye out for that. They aren't that hard to kill. They're charm type, but they don't do anything particularly threatening. They have their little dodge skill that they can put up, but it doesn't raise their HV by a significant amount, so it won't cause too much of a problem. Alright, so now that I've turned that in, I need to go back to the Relics Town. Oh, and right here I'm just going to kill another Aposis and save up an Aposis stick. I actually managed to kill it without using any potions because, as you might notice, I am out of potions. So I thought that was pretty cool that I ended up killing it without getting hit. That's something I like about a gunner that I don't like about mages, is that gunners have an instant shoot time on their auto attacks, whereas mages have to wait for a cast time on their spells, which can get you killed in some instances if you're not careful. So, I'm getting some good TM experience from just turning that in every day. I'm almost to TM level 54, so that's always good. You want to come over here and talk to Genius Kochma, and he wants you to build a robot, and basically each of these cats here will give you a quest for a different part. And so you'll notice that some of the items we've seen, like the Eyes of the Sun, the Flying Weights, one of them is Ancient Dice, which you get from Naranjo's, and the other one is a pot that you get from the Cheapchas. Before going and starting that, I'm going to go finish the one for Officer Terra, but basically, what you need to do for the cat's quest is those 4 items I mentioned. You need some odd amount of those. I think it's 3 of each per cycle. And then you need a particular stone for each one that you can drill inside of the relics dungeon. One of them is a tortoiseshell, xenolite, lapis pena. I forget what the last one is, but you'll know it when you see it, or you could just look at your quest log. So basically, you're going to be doing a lot of drilling. Getting the items from the monsters isn't that bad because those items have a pretty high drop rate. But the drilling could take a little while simply because you have to get 10 of each. I'm going to need to get even more tortoise shells because I use them for some compounding, which you'll see later on. Either in this episode or the next episode. I don't remember which one I recorded it for. But regardless, I need to buy some more ammo here. And as you can see, I'm having some weight problems. So I end up dumping a lot of stuff this episode and selling a lot. That sound kind of hurt my ears. Excuse me, I'm kind of eating breakfast right now. I haven't had anything to eat all day. Macaroni and hot dogs is pretty good, though. So anyway, surprisingly, I get those Aposis statues fairly quickly here. As you can see, I already have, I think I've already gotten 3 out of the 4 I needed. So drilling, for some reason, goes by pretty quickly on this character. It could just be that I'm using basic detection, but it feels like I get lucky with some of the drops too. It feels like this character is just a lucky character in general. Maybe the GMs know that this character is on a playthrough and they're making it lucky. I don't know. Maybe it just actually is real luck. Either way, it's pretty convenient to have. You'll see what I mean later when I do the compounding. So, let's see. You want to go over here to Mint, and you can turn in your Kabbalah slates that you've been getting for the next equipment. Like this gun, stuff like that. You can trade it in for the Kabbalah set with the shield and the club, or different types of things. I'm probably not going to be getting the equipment because I won't use the sword. I can't use the shield. The hat doesn't offer the ability to put AC on it or HP. Or it doesn't give AC, and you can't put HP on it. That's what I meant. And that kind of sucks. So I'm just going to stick with this helmet I have for now. It might end up being a bit underleveled, but it's a good hat, especially after the compound rolls that I get on it later. And I don't know if you'll notice or not, but I'm finding a lot of tortoise shells in here. And not only do you need those for the quest, for the key quest that I'm working on right now, but you also need them for, well, you don't need them, but you can use them for compounding HP onto items. And they're easier to find than HP stones, so if you're using them for compounding equipment around the level they're made for, they're actually a pretty good way to get HP. So, I actually found a ton. Sorry, I'm still eating. I'm starving, and this food is just so good. Anyway, I actually do find a lot of tortoise shells. So, what ends up happening is, then they start to weigh me down, and I have a feeling that I'm just going to find more as I continue drilling for the other stones. So I may as well put the tortoise shells to good use. There's not really much to say here other than that you're going to have to go through a lot of drilling. If you're going to keep any of the stones for other purposes, I'd only really recommend getting some tortoise shells if you want to put HP on an item. You can find some items for an NPC called Clerk Z Smith. It'll be like copal and jade or something like that. And that's another TM quest that you can do. And this NPC Clerk Z Smith is usually in every area from here on out, and he'll ask you to find 3 gems that you can drill in that area. And you only need 1 of each, but they're 3 different gems. So in the end, you end up needing 5 of each gem, which is a total of 15. So it's not that bad, assuming you find them evenly. Meaning, like, you don't find 50 of one, but only, like, 2 of a different one. If you find them evenly, it's a pretty quick, easy way to get some TM. So, I'd recommend doing that in the towns if you really want some TM level. His quests aren't part of a key or story quest, so they won't get you any benefit that way, but like I said, they are a pretty quick and easy source of TM. So you can always do that if you want TM. I don't show him off in this video, but he's down past the skill trainers in the bottom right corner of this map for this town. So there we go, I am level 60. I don't know if you noticed, but I switched my pet to this penguin because it gives increased weight. I can also equip this new, this sign, depending on what character you are. Like, each of the 8 characters will get a different one when they get the second job. And it'll usually correspond to what they specialize in. So, like, lions will get one with more AC, foxes will get one with more DA, stuff like that. Now, you can also compound it, and if I had anything to compound accuracy, I would, but I don't at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about that. Compounding ends up being a pretty big part of this game, because it makes your equipment so much better than it originally would be. And so is refining, honestly. Like, refining and compounding at low levels really isn't worth it, because the stat boosts they give are minuscule. But starting from 50 up, they're okay to do, and then starting from level 90 and up, that's when they really become, like, solid. But starting around level 50 or 60, I wouldn't go against them. But if you're going to do it before then, it's not worth it just because you level up so quickly and find equipment that's better anyway. So yeah, I'm probably going to refine my helmet, because if I remember correctly, it should give extra defense. And then when I get my next gun, I'm going to refine that to get some more damage. I'm going to be getting a new gun soon, like really soon, and that's why I'm not gonna bother refining this gun. Something to keep in mind though is that you can only refine hats, shields, and weapons. At least if I remember correctly. That's all I've ever seen anyone ever refine. And so you can't do it for accessories, obviously, so don't go out of your way to, like, search for how to refine those, because you can't. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next episode, so have fun.